Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of my podcast. I'm beyond exciting finally launched this podcast, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ali Mamadov. I am a founder and director of Hope EDU, where I help a lot of students just like you get into top universities around the world. I'm currently living and working in the United States of America and studying at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. But before all of that, I was just a student with a dream. And honestly, I had no idea how to make it happen. I remember sitting in a small apartment looking at schools like UW Madison, Oxford, Princeton, Harvard. Is this even possible for someone like me? No connection, no fancy background, no one to guide me. Just a dream and laptop in front of me. And you know what? It was possible. Not because I was smartest, not because I had perfect score, but because I learned how to play the game right. And that's exactly why I am here today, to share with you real strategies, real motivations, and real talk to help you make it happen too. This is just beginning. I have big plans for this podcast, and I'm pretty sure that we will cover everything, including admission, strategies, personal development, personal growth, personal statements. I don't know, funding opportunities for student life in different countries. Even a lot of interviews will be done with students who made it or faculties. But today, I'm starting with something fundamental: how to actually stay motivated and build a winning strategy. So let's get into it. The first thing, I thought I was not good enough. I'm calling this one the power of mindset, actually. Let me take you back to my first rejection. I had spent weeks perfecting my application, thinking, and this is it. I worked so hard, and they have to accept me. No way. And then, boom, rejection email came in. It felt like someone punched me, like in my stomach, especially. And I thought, like, maybe I am not just good enough for them. But here's what I realized: students who make it are not the ones who never fail, they are the ones who refuse to stop. So I tried again and I improved my essays. I reached out to people who had been through this process, and eventually I got multiple offers, 23 offers from top universities for my master degree. Lesson: if you let one failure define you, you will never move forward. You have to develop a grow mindset, guys. Learn from your mistakes, adjust your strategy, and try again and fail again. Try again and fail again. Repeat after me. I belong in top universities. You have to believe in it before anyone else will do it. So that was the first one. The second one, I wasn't be the best student. What actually matters in admission, guys? Let me be real with you. I wasn't the best student in my class, honestly. And I wasn't the child like prodigy, or I didn't have a perfect test scores. But I had something just as valuable. You know what? Unique story and clear purpose. Universities don't just want top scores, they want students who bring something different to the table. Maybe you started a small project in your community you can bring in, or maybe you overcame obstacle that shaped your worldview. And maybe you have a passion that drives everything you do. When I apply, I focused on my impact, which I'm calling it positive impact. How I use my background to create something meaningful. That's what made me stand out. So, lesson here: don't just focus on numbers. Find what makes you unique. Build your story around it. So, let's move on to the third one. I had no connections. So, this is the secret weapon most people ignore. I used to think like that success was all about what you know, but actually, it's also about who you know. I had no family connection, but I did something that changed everything. I started to reach out to people. I emailed students who already been admitted. I asked them for advice, and you know what? Most of them were willing to help me. So here's what you need. Use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a very powerful tool and social media, and connect with students in the programs that you want to study, you want to be, or join student forums or Facebook groups. Or don't be afraid to ask for help, guys. Like, people love sharing their experiences, as I am doing right now. You don't have to do this alone. And trust me, having the right guidance will save you months of stress. Don't forget this one. Months of stress. That's really important. Let's move on to the fourth one. I thought I had to be perfect. So, why smart work beats hard work? So, at first I thought like I had to do everything. Study for hours, apply to 20 schools, write endless essays, and blah, blah, blah. But then I realized it's not about working more, it's about working smart. Instead of applying to 20 schools randomly, I applied to 8, like maybe like 10 first round. Then I created second round and I applied another 8 to 10. So this is what made me like to get a lot of offers from universities, because I just grouped them. So another thing, instead of taking every possible test, I focused on the ones that matter most to them. Listen, don't just screen, be strategic. Figure out where your efforts bring the most results. So, another one. I almost gave up. So, here's something you don't hear often. Most top students get rejected at some point. I know students who got rejected by their dream school only to get a better offer later. I know people who didn't get in the first time but transfer later as well. So success in education is not about getting everything right on the first try, guys. It's about not stopping. Don't stop. Don't give up. That's more important. If you get rejected, cool. Learn from it. Improve your application. Try again. Fail again. Try again. Fail again. But there are always other ways to achieve your goals. Don't forget, one no doesn't define your future. So, I'd like to give final thoughts for today's short podcast. So, this is just the beginning, and it's a beginning for you to think about your future. But when we just finalize today's podcast, as I say, mindset is everything, guys. Believe you belong in top universities. Your story matters. That's another important thing. Networking is a game changer. Work smart, not just hard. Another thing is that rejection is part of the process. Okay, learn from it and keep going. So, this is just episode 1, and trust me, we're just getting started. And in the next episodes, we will dive deeper into writing a killer personal statement, securing scholarship, preparing for interviews, and even live as an international student here in the United States. If you found this episode helpful, you can message me on Instagram or LinkedIn, with your questions. I will cover them in the future episodes. And don't subscribe. You just, in order not to miss the next one. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them, because they really need this. So guys, this journey is not just about getting into school. It's about changing your life. Until next time, keep pushing forward. So your dreams are waiting for you. Thank you so much.